intergovernmental level, it takes place in New York, where all the countries come together to discuss gender equality and women's rights. And it really only happens once a year. And this year is going to be a massive one because the Commission is going to be reviewing the 20th anniversary, so the 20th anniversary of the Beijing Platform for Action. In 1995, governments came together and agreed to this huge plan for progress for gender equality in the world, called the Beijing Platform for Action. And so this year is the 20th anniversary, and we will look at what is the progress, what are the gaps. And one of the things we'll be launching is a report that was drafted by SPC on the situation in the Pacific. So 20 years after in the Pacific, how much have we progressed? And so we expect there's going to be thousands and thousands of people. Not only all the member states of the world are going to be represented, and we think that all the Pacific countries are going to be represented, but we expect to have at least 5,000 to 6,000, 7,000 members of civil society to be present, with a very large participation of civil societies from the Pacific, as you might have just heard.
So what have you achieved so far in the Pacific?
In the Pacific, you know, I think until maybe probably 10 years ago, people would have said, not much. You know, the Pacific still retains today some of the worst indicators on gender equality. You have the lowest level of participation of women in politics, less than 5% of women in parliaments in the whole region, with Fiji obviously being an exception. You have the highest rates of violence against women in the world. Across the world, normally we say about 1 out of 3 women will encounter violence in their lifetime.